In this episode, we sail into the Garden of the Queen and visit Cayo Brigantine, then sail on to Cienfuegos, then we sail for beautiful Cayo Largo to enjoy our first mojitos and a sea turtle sanctuary. Last time, on Sailing Balachandra, we made a video about all of the things that have broken or failed on board our sailboat since leaving Nova Scotia and cruising full-time in the Caribbean.
If you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Noelle.
And I'm Dan.
And we're Sailing Balachandra. We sailed all the way from Halifax, Nova Scotia to the Caribbean.
That's right, we're sailing around the Caribbean now, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, just go below this video, look for the big red subscribe button, and press that button. We were so happy to finally be underway again after sitting on anchor for 4 days waiting for a cold front to pass, bringing 30-knot winds from the north. Cell phone and cellular data is sporadic at best on the south coast of Cuba. To send any messages to friends and family, we had to deliberately sail towards and hug the coastline of Cuba. Many of the channel markers around Cuba are damaged or missing. Navionics charts are somewhat accurate, but caution must be taken as some shoals and reefs are not accurately charted. Read the water and don't try to anchor at night unless you have guidance from local knowledge or active captain. We just finished riding out a nasty cold front that lasted, 4 or 5 days, and we were kind of hugging the south coast of Cuba during that whole time. And finally, the wind has died down enough that we can sail offshore and out toward the reefs of southern Cuba, which is also called the Garden of the Queen. We're just heading that way right now, and we should make landfall on our first little island really soon. We got the weather this morning from Chris Parker over our single sideband radio because there's not great internet anywhere down here, so we were able to get the forecast for the next few days, and it looks pretty good. Should be brisk winds for the next 2 days, but nothing we can't handle. We might get gusts up to 25 or 30 tonight, but there's a protected anchorage in there that we can grab. Things are looking pretty good, and it's beautiful out here. Cayo Brigantine is a small spit of sandy paradise at the edge of the Garden of the Queen.
We found sandy holding and 15 feet of clear water and stayed for 2 days, enjoying the beach while in calm easterlies.
After a good rest, we were off once more, sailing through the Garden of the Queen. One thing we did not expect about Cuba is just how huge it really is. It always seems to take much longer than we expect to make any real headway. Here, things that look small on your chart always turn out to be much, much larger. Alright, so we are well past the Garden of the Queen now, and we are headed for Cienfuegos. And we've been sailing pretty much all day yesterday. We slept the night in one spot where we anchored, and we're sailing all day today, and we're just approaching Cienfuegos. We'll probably be in Cienfuegos just after dark, but the anchorage is wide open and pretty easy to get into, and I think we shouldn't have any problems anchoring at night. so we arrived in Cienfuegos. This town has recently reached UNESCO World Heritage status, as it screams history with 18th and 19th century architecture and beautiful thoroughfares. We found that most cafes, restaurants, and shops were open, and we were able to buy some provisions. Cienfuegos is a must-stop if you plan to visit the south of Cuba. The people of Cienfuegos were very friendly. We enjoyed clean public spaces, takeout street pizza for only $1, and we were lucky to find the only bank machine in all of downtown which would accept a Canadian debit card so we could get some cash. After a few days in Cienfuegos, we were off again, bound for Cayo Largo. Look at Dad! Treat! Pretty bad. Gotta coax you when you're looking at the camera. Alright, so we did an overnight sail from Cienfuegos to Cayo Largo, which is the first island on the south coast heading west from Cienfuegos, which has an airport and lots of beaches and some resorts. It's like a popular destination spot, but it's also very beautiful, and it has a marina, so we can check in there, we can go to shore. So we're kind of excited about this one. We didn't get any footage last night because we decided we would night sail. We're in this pattern right now where all the wind is at night and then it kind of just dies during the day, so unfortunately that means we have to leave in the dark and sail in the dark. But as long as there's no underwater obstructions that we have to worry about, we can do it. After Cayo Largo, there's going to be a few other small islands where we can drop the hook for the night. It'll be almost right in the Gulf Stream as we come around the west of Cuba and heading up for Havana. And that'll be our last stop in Cuba.
The marina in Cayo Largo was practically deserted due to the pandemic. However, all shops were open during certain times of the day. And we enjoyed our very first mojitos before walking the village and visiting the sea turtle sanctuary.
You're hilarious. Ay, ay, ay.
The Sea Turtle Sanctuary is a home to several very rare albino sea turtles. They allowed guests to handle and feed the turtles.
Although these baby sea turtles were very beautiful, we couldn't help thinking how their lives must be, living together crowded into these plain water tanks. We've seen plenty of wild, free sea turtles as we cruise from anchorage to anchorage here in the Caribbean. It seems so strange for us to see some in captivity, where so many are able to swim freely in the wild.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this week's video, please don't forget to leave us a like or a comment below.
That's right, or hit subscribe. It's a big red button just below the video. And if you haven't checked out our Patreon page, it's always a good time to do so. Patreon's a place where you can give back if you like what we do and you want to support us. Thanks. See you later.